guys, today we're going to be doing another reaction video. This video is going to be Kim Kardashian is in trouble, never-ending nepotism. Let me repeat that. Kim Kardashian is in trouble, never-ending nepotism. Ooh, oh my god. Like, let's get into that talk of nepotism, because, like, girl, people are using nepotism as, like, okay, so I understand that there are some celebrities that do have that nepotism, but, like, why do you have to throw that into, like, everything that she does? Because, like, girl, every single video I see when someone's reporting Kim Kardashian or something is them calling her a nepotism baby. And, like, why can't she just be a rich person who, okay, like, just made it, you know? Not that I have anything against people saying nepotism or anything, because a lot of people do have nepotism, but, like, girl, every time I hear about you, someone's calling you a nepotism. Like, anyway, let's get on with the video. We're gonna go ahead and start. Oh, and don't forget to comment down what kind of video you guys want to see next. And make sure you comment. It really helps me with the algorithm. Share this video to anyone you know. Like, do either one of these. We heavily appreciate it. And I'll keep posting more content and getting it out there for you guys as fast as I can. And also subscribe. Tell your friends that you know that can subscribe and stuff like that. We're gonna go ahead and get started watching. We're gonna go ahead and watch this. So,
this is my results. I cannot get enough.
Achieve smooth, natural-looking, long-lasting results.
Members of the Jenner family are very familiar with conversations about them and nepotism. A lot of them are only where they are today because of the family name and connections, and now we're starting to see those connections benefit the younger generation of the Kardashians. There's been a major conversation happening online about nepotism after Kim's daughter North performed as young Simba at the Hollywood Bowl this week, and people are not happy. It's a mess, so let's get into it. Now, I want to start off this video by saying North is not going to be the main focus behind any criticism in this video. This is purely on Kim and Kanye. North can't help who her parents are. It's not her fault that she was born into the Kardashian family. All the backlash happening is on Kim, Kanye, and the production company behind this. So last week, Disney's The Lion King celebrated their 30th anniversary with a live-to-film concert at the Hollywood Bowl. They described the show as being an immersive live-to-film concert event featuring the original 1994 film roaring from the bowl screens, live orchestra, fireworks, show-stopping vocal performances of award-winning songs from the film, special celebrity guests including cast members from both the classic 1994 animated and 2019 films. Now, the description did go on to name both Jennifer Hudson and North West as the celebrity guest, but you would only know that if you were actually buying tickets for the event. Most of social media had no clue that Kim's young daughter was set to perform at the Hollywood Bowl, so you can imagine the shock when footage from the night started to get posted across social media.
I don't see what's wrong with this, though.
Now, when I first started to see this footage, like most people, I assumed that this was just some school concert. We know that North is very artistic when it comes to painting, so maybe this was her next interest. She has gone on stage with her dad before. It's clear that she's very interested and confident when it comes to performing. But when you take a closer look, you'll notice North is the only kid on that stage, and this isn't a school concert. This is a professional performance put on by professionals who do this as a living. These are people who audition and work their whole lives to have these kinds of opportunities. And of course, there were people online who were criticizing her performance since it was in a professional setting, and the truth is, there probably were a lot of kids her age that live and breathe theater and would have done anything for this role. Many people wondered if North was even allowed to practice with the rest of the cast because there were times where she was being directed by other performers, she didn't know where she should be, and she didn't know when to exit the stage.
As a music teacher and someone who's been involved in the production, education, and audition side of children's musical theater, I have some opinions about Kim Kardashian's kid performing Simba at the Hollywood Bowl. Before I say anything else, I want to be clear, I do not blame Northwest. This child had nothing to do with this decision, and she may have been dragged through this process all the way through. We all know that this is her parents' fault, and it is the casting director's fault. Nepo babies and stunt casting is nothing new in the entertainment industry, but I think as far as musical theater goes, especially for children, we're talking about a different animal. Certain things need to be held to a higher standard for a few reasons. Her parents and that casting director threw her to the wolves without any training at all, and they knew that. They knew that this child had no vocal training, no stage training, no musical theater training, and they made the decision to put her on stage anyway. As far as the casting...
Is that a baby in the background? I'm sorry, but like, I just keep hearing sounds and it sounds like a baby.
Director goes, I have to say, how dare they make this decision, whether it was a stunt cast or not. That decision affected every other singer in that performance as well.
And that video is spot on. This isn't on North. If you were a kid interested in performing and you were presented with this opportunity, you would probably be so excited. This is on Kim, Kanye, and the production company for putting her in this position, knowing that she wasn't ready.
That is crazy though. Like, girl, like, why wouldn't you want kids there to be around her age doing the dances? Maybe they just didn't have time, and the adults were like the quickest thing they could like get, and they were probably like rushing and stuff like that. Like, they just didn't have the time to handpick out some kids. But yeah, that is kind of sketchy. Like, why they're not kids like that could have been participating in it too? Like, why are there only adults around her? That does look kind of weird.
Knowing she clearly didn't have enough rehearsal time, and knowing the internet was gonna be the internet and tear the performance apart. A lot of people have been saying how Kim and Kanye probably took this part from a kid who auditioned and devoted their life to playing roles like this. And maybe that's true. But Daily Mail said that North was pretty much automatically considered for this role because of her connections. They wrote, insiders familiar with this project have revealed the truth about Northwest's part in it, and how she really managed to land the prominent role of young Simba, confessing that her high-profile family did in fact influence her on-stage casting. According to sources, the young star didn't have to compete against anyone else for the part, which came as a result of her family's ties with the production company behind the event.
That is so good. Whenever like I tried to audition for something when I was going to high school, they picked out the best of the best, okay? Like, everything was difficult. Like, you had to know this, you had to know how to do this, you had to know how to do that. Like, and there's a slight chance of you getting picked, because I believe most of these people already had the people they were gonna pick already in hand. Like, but like, it is really hard to get casted.
Which was held at the Hollywood Bowl last Friday. The Lion King at the Hollywood Bowl and the Kardashians are both produced by the same production company, Full Well 73 Productions.
Oh, but one more thing, guys. I was so pissed off. Like, it was coronavirus, like, time, during this time. But, like, during my senior year, I had a very nice teacher. I would have been doing, like, I wouldn't have been, like, a main character, but I had a chance at actually getting picked to do this role that I wanted to do. Like, I was gonna audition, like, the play we were gonna do was The Wizard of Oz, and like, I was gonna be one of the people, of course, that, you know, like, just background or whatever, but like, I would have actually had a role to do, because my teacher picked out something for me. He was very nice. And this other girl, we were gonna like walk, and I would have been so happy to do that, because like, bitch, I'm getting attention. Like, people will see me, like, I'm part of the show. Like, what we would have had to do was bring in the this, I forgot what it was. Like, I really did forget. like we were doing like this scene, and like it involved me and her. Like he just picked me to do it, like to help, and it was in the scene we were taken back from the evil queen. We were helping the evil queen. What am I talking about? Evil queen, the Wizard of Oz, the evil, wizard lady. I don't even remember. So I was gonna help take the person that got in trouble. Oh yeah, now I remember. Like the person that was gonna play. I think it was the Tin Man. Yeah, it was the Tin Man. He was supposed to carry him back, and like it was supposed to be punished or some shit. But short story, that really pissed me off, because like I would have had a role, and then I was gonna also audition for like a singing part. Like I really wanted to get the acapella. Well, I'm very good at singing. I wanted to do the like the part, like there's parts in the musical where you can like sing a certain part. I wanted to sing a certain part that was in the play. I can't remember the name of the song. I think it was the one where they like rejoicing and stuff like that, because the evil witch dies, but
The Insider Dish. Gabe Turner, who is a partner in Full Well, is also the creative showrunner for The Lion King. The source continued, this was a shoo-in for North, and she was told that if she can carry a note, the gig is hers. And this performance is apparently going to be uploaded to Disney Plus soon, and the Kardashians also air on Disney Plus, so you can see the connection right there. Now, this isn't to say that celebrity appearances are anything new. They're a great way to get more eyes on a show and sell more tickets, and North wasn't the only celebrity there. Jennifer Hudson also performed, but she made sense. She's extremely talented and experienced, she was ready for the role, and it wasn't going to set her up for failure. Other people were pointing out how different North's outfit looked compared to the rest of the cast. One person wrote,
You look fabulous.
No, you.
It's Old Navy.
What's better than one tempting entree? A second one for just $6.
is everyone dressed up, but she's in a sweatsuit and slippers. And Kim later posted these like editorial looking photos of North, and that's when people realized Kim and Kanye probably had a hand in what she wore.
As someone that performed and toured for years on Broadway, here's the thing about Northwest performing at the Hollywood Bowl that I have not heard anybody talk about. Because obviously nepotism and celebrity casting is annoying, but it's not new, right? So it's not about how poorly you think she did, because honestly, that is 100% on casting. And it's also not about the fact that she's a child. I don't think some of you guys realize how talented some musical theater children are. What's really telling, whether it be on the part of producers or her parents, was the insistence on wearing a different costume. Because then you are not respecting the integrity of the vision that you so badly wanted to be a part of that you paid money to do it. And my point is, I would think that Kanye West, of all people, would understand about the integrity and consistency of vision.
And according to People, North was not dressed by the production company. They wrote, a spokesperson involved with the show confirmed to People that North, Hudson, and Jeremy Irons were not outfitted by the production. Costume designer Marina Toybina was responsible for the ensembles worn by the other performers and dancers. It was later revealed that a designer called ERL was responsible for North's outfit, and people were like, out of all things you could have dressed her in, you picked this. The designer's Instagram was filled with comments like, I'm seriously one of your biggest fans.
Hideous.
You're my favorite designer and have been for years. But this is very disappointing. It just goes to show you there was no respect for the actual show. Kim only cared about North looking a certain way that fits her aesthetic, even if that meant not fitting in with the rest of the cast. And as you can probably imagine, Kim's comment section on Instagram is filled with backlash from people appalled that she would put North in this situation. We had people writing, why would you do this to your daughter? People paid thousands to see a professional show, not an elementary performance. The nepotism in this was unfair to the cast and paying customers. And the Kar-Jenner family are no strangers to the nepotism conversation. It's been talked about for years how Kendall got to where she is today with modeling only because of their family name and ties to the industry. We all saw that episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians where Kris called agencies and pretty much set Kendall up for success.
So that's who just called me. Who? Wilhelmina Modeling Agency. They would love to have a meeting with you.
You're kidding. I spent the last 2 days calling everybody I know so I can make sure that I set Kendall up with the best modeling agency possible.
It doesn't matter if she dropped her Jenner last name at castings. Kendall got to where she is today because of who her family is, and the most annoying part about that is that Kendall still denies the nepotism to this day. She sticks by her story of having to work hard and go to all these castings with everyone else, and while I'm sure there probably was some hard work involved, she isn't the highest paid model because of her talent. She got there because of who she is and the power her family has. We all knew that when the Kardashians started having their own kids that we would eventually see the same pattern repeating itself, but I guess it's just shocking to see it happening so young and starting off on such a big scale. Anyways guys, let me know what you think about everything down below and I'll see you next time.
Okay. I just don't, I know it may sound crazy, but I just don't really see a big deal. I mean, well, it is in some kind of like way, it is kind of like, you know, upsetting and stuff, but it's not that, like, if you don't want to see it, like, I understand people who wasted their money and stuff, and that, but you knew that this was going to be North, there. It's not that big a deal. I mean, even though that is crazy, yes, that is, I can see how some people be pissed off with that. You're still getting a show, and like, if you guys were saying like, okay, she can't sing it all, or everything is just fucked up, like the audio, everything, the mics, everything, whatever was going on, and people didn't know what they were doing and stuff like that, I see a big issue there. But like, you still, like, does that make sense? Like, you're still getting what you're paid for. It's just not kids. It's just North. But what I don't understand, like, how you guys, well, you guys know that, like, that the nepotism is mainly throughout the industry. It's mainly how people are related to people that know, that's why they're in the industry. You can't get very far if you don't know nobody. And like, I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying it's not that big of a deal in my opinion. I'm sorry, but like, yes, what she was wearing was hideous. Don't get me wrong, that was terrible. But yeah, they could have gotten some kids to perform with her. But I just don't understand, like, why Kim, like, maybe why you guys are saying Kim forced her to do that or something, or like was saying like why would she do this to her kid? You guys don't know that maybe like you don't know what happened. Like, maybe North wanted to. She's a kid. She wanted to be in that, and that's probably why Kim was like, okay, and she probably decided like to get that designer because maybe she thought that Kim, I mean, maybe Kim didn't even pick out the designer. You don't even have proof that she picked out that designer. Maybe North picked it, like, but either way, this is a great video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.